Have a seat.
I'm not.
Have a seat.
Your Honor, I haven't had.
Have a seat. Did you understand what I just said?
Can we agree to disagree on a legally?
We are not going to agree to anything. This is not your game to play here.
So you're saying that I have to say the words "I understand"?
Sir, I'm not saying that you have to say anything. You can play games with me all day. I got all day. I got all day. Have a seat. Do not interrupt me.
I can object to
Do
that.
not interrupt. Do not. One more time. You're going.
This video features one of the most clueless and frustrating sovereign citizens we've ever seen on the channel, and he immediately starts pushing every button that Judge Simpson has, leading to an extremely explosive confrontation. It's truly fascinating to watch this individual essentially beg for a contempt charge right before your eyes. Knowing how much you all enjoy Mio the Buffoon, I absolutely had to share this clip with you. As you watch, please let me know in the comments just how high you think Mio the Buffoon's IQ actually is. Let's get right into the action.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Going to state your name.
My name is Daniel McGoo, for the record, Your Honor.
You're going to represent yourself in this matter, sir?
Yes, sir.
I do have to advise you that in this case, you are charged with the offense of assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer. That is a high court misdemeanor felony, punishable by up to 2 years and or $2,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
I understand your charge.
You understand also that there is great peril in one representing themselves. You understand that, sir?
I'm not afraid, Your Honor.
Did you understand what I just said? That there is great peril in representing oneself.
I comprehend what you're saying, Your Honor.
Hey, what? Either you're going to answer my questions and you're going to answer them properly, or we're going to have a long time and I'm not going to have these people wait. So while you decide how you're going to handle this, I'm going to have you have a seat. I'm going to pass your case. You will come back up and you will learn how to operate within this court. Plain and simple. Have a seat. Have a seat. And you might want to wipe that smirk off your face while you're doing it. State your name.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Daniel McGoo.
I have stated the admonishments that I was giving to the defendant representing himself. I apprised him of the maximum penalties and the charges. Apprised him, and sir, I'll ask you the question again. You understand that there can be great peril in representing yourself?
I fully recognize and acknowledge the seriousness of the charges, which include allegations of
Not my question. You understand that there can be serious peril in representing yourself?
I recognize what you're saying, and I'm fully prepared to proceed with this matter.
Will you just do me a favor and answer my question? Do you understand that there is great peril in representing oneself?
I recognize that.
Okay, then stop there. You recognize that.
Recognize.
Do you understand that that in any of the proceedings that the court would hold you to the same standards as if you were a practicing attorney, will give no leeway one way or the other, will show no favoritism or no bias because you are representing yourself? You understand that, sir?
I recognize what you're saying, Your Honor.
You know what? I don't know why you just won't understand. I'm asking you, and I need a direct answer, whether you understand what I am saying, not whether or not you're recognizing the words. Do you understand what I am saying?
I overstand what you're saying.
Honestly, I have to admit that the individual, despite having the intellect of a drowsy reptile, managed to elicit a laugh from me. It was unexpectedly humorous. However, simultaneously, I'm quite frustrated with this clown for flagrantly consuming valuable court resources. It's essential to realize that a courtroom operates on real money. The time of the judge, lawyers, and even the clerk is billed hourly. Every moment this person dedicates to attempting legal maneuvers is essentially a monetary loss. Furthermore, he seems to disregard the fact that obstruction of justice is a serious crime. You cannot simply treat a formal legal proceeding like an unserious comedy show and expect to avoid repercussions. What are your thoughts on this person's behavior? Let's get back to the video.
You want to be,
Your Honor.
Have a seat.
I'm not,
Have a seat.
Your Honor, I haven't had.
Have a seat. You can play games with me all day. I got all day. I got all day. Have a seat. The other one's in custody. I realize we are now at least caught up within an hour. I think those that want to go probably want me to take a break about now. So I'm going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break. I'll come back out and then I'll call the case. The court's going to stand in recess.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Daniel Magoo. Here in Dewey Juris.
All right. So on this matter, I was apprised you of your rights. I told you about the charges in this case. We get to the point of understanding that there is a certain peril in representing.
Listening, sorry. My notes, I apologize, Your Honor. I meant no disrespect.
There's absolutely no way that was accidental. He just casually walked away while the judge was speaking, completely disregarding the court proceedings. It seems like he genuinely doesn't understand he's in a courtroom, not his own living room, and I'm honestly shocked Judge Simpson hasn't immediately hit him with a 30-day contempt charge yet, because openly ignoring the bench is practically an invitation for a jail stay. On a separate note, you have to wonder about Mr. Begu. That name alone sounds like a character who would trip on a flat floor, spill his coffee everywhere, and then somehow try to blame the law of gravity for his misfortune. Unfortunately for him, that same kind of clumsy, dismissive attitude in court is a guaranteed ticket straight to a holding cell, so let's get back to the action and see the immediate consequences of his arrogance.
And that the court will treat you the same as an attorney in the case. You understand, sir? Listen closely to my question. Do you understand that?
I do not understand.
You do not understand it.
No.
The court, you will be presumed to know the rules of procedure as well as the Michigan rules of evidence, that the court will not be giving you assistance in regard to this case.
What I'm trying to say, Your Honor, is I do not understand the charges that are pitting against me because they violate a lot of my rights. And the prosecutor served me the discovery packet on the 27th of last month. Since then, I have not received any kind of evidence or any kind of claims that I violated any kind of anything that day. So I'm here waiting for that to occur. So no, I don't understand.
Waiting for what to occur?
Well, under the rights to due process, Your Honor, 4th, 5th, 8th Amendment, there has to be substantiated amount of evidence to accuse me of a crime, like assault on a police officer, obstruction of justice, and resisting arrest. I take these charges very serious, Your Honor. Because of these charges, I have lost custody of my son, and I want to make sure that these justice is served and equity is ensured here.
Sir, I just asked you before whether or not you understood the charges.
And I answered you, Your Honor. I said I do not understand them.
Whether or not you disagree with them or not, is not the issue. The issue is do you understand what you are charged with?
I do not understand, Your Honor.
Is there a reason other than what you said that you do not understand?
I can elaborate a little further, Your Honor. I'm still
I
waiting.
wish you wouldn't. I just need to understand why you don't understand.
I'm trying to get there, Your
charges.
Honor, if we could talk
I'm
about it.
not asking you whether or not you agree that you should be charged. I'm not asking whether or not you
You're asking-
believe that you did it. I'm not asking any of that. I'm asking whether or not you understand what you are charged with.
Can we agree to disagree on the legalese?
We are not going to agree to anything. This is not your game to play here. You play by my rules.
So you're saying that I have to say the words, I understand?
Sir, I'm not saying that you have to say anything.
Okay.
You know what? Here's the thing. I am not going to play this game with you.
I'm not.
So what? No, you are playing a
I'm
game.
not.
So no, you are. And do not interrupt me ever again. Do not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a week to think about it, because I'm not going to sit here, call your case up 4 or 5 times for you to sit here and to go through this whole, try to play some semantical game. So I will adjourn this out to December 12th, 2024. I will adjourn it to 9 a.m.
Your Honor.
or I will. Do not interrupt me.
I can object to
Do
that date.
not interrupt. Do not. One more time. You're going.
This individual has now crossed the line from being amusing to becoming a complete nuisance. While we initially enjoyed the spectacle of Magoo the buffoon, that entertainment has worn off, and Judge Simpson needs to impose the 30-day sentence already. People like him are the primary reason court cases are unnecessarily prolonged, wasting both time and tax dollars while everyone else is eager to move forward. Judges must abandon the practice of giving endless warnings and instead immediately issue contempt charges on sight. No further discussion or second chances are warranted, especially for persistent offenders like Magoo. Courtrooms are not stages for performance, and anyone choosing to act like a fool should be doing it from a holding cell. Do you agree that Judge Simpson's patience has been excessive, or do you think his handling of the situation has been appropriate so far?
I've given you fair warning. I'm adjourning the proceeding out. If you are objecting to that, objections noted. It's still adjourned out to the 12th. Bond will continue. You
Your
may
Honor.
leave now.
I have constitutional.
You may
violation.
leave now.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I have a right to
You
a
may
counsel.
leave.
Do I not have a right to a counsel?
You want an attorney, you may get on an attorney, sir?
I need somebody to explain the problem here.
Do you wish to be represented by an attorney on this?
I do not need to represent myself. I'm presenting myself. I'm the only one that was there in this courtroom. No one was there. I don't recall anybody that was there that day. I'm the only one that knows what happened, Your Honor.
Do you wish
I was
to be
violated.
represented by an attorney? I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. If you wish to be represented by an attorney,
Your Honor, I have constitutional violations
do
that need
you
to
wish to be represented by an attorney, sir?
take an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States of
Then
America.
if you do not want to answer my question, Mr. Allen, he is to be removed from my court.
When Judge Simpson addresses someone by their full name, like Mr. Allen, you immediately know the situation is serious, yet despite Mr. Allen's disruptive behavior, many believe he was let off surprisingly easy. He managed to avoid a contempt charge and any jail time, receiving only a verbal dressing down before walking free, which is quite remarkable given Judge Simpson's reputation for imposing severe penalties for lesser offenses. It's truly baffling that Mr. Allen, who clearly agitated the judge, escaped a harsher punishment, leading one to speculate if Judge Simpson was feeling unusually generous or if the man possessed some inexplicable courtroom plot armor. Furthermore, considering his foolish conduct, it's highly improbable that the loss of custody of his children was solely due to this case, as family courts prioritize stability and mature decision-making, qualities that Mr. Allen seems to lack completely. The support court judge likely found his behavior during the hearing to be a clear disqualifier for parental responsibility. This classic, albeit older, case ends with an open question about whether Judge Simpson was perhaps too lenient, even after his forceful verbal reprimand, with viewers encouraged to share their opinions in the comments on how the confrontation was handled and to like and subscribe for more daily content.